Happy Wednesday. Don't mind my computer buzzing and telling me to do all these updates. I just did an update and restarted, and so now it's, showing me all of the things. So now I have to get rid of all the pop-ups. Okay, so hello and happy Wednesday. Let me start that again. Thank you for hanging out on this first Wednesday Archetypes. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, we started on Sundays, moved it to Tuesdays, and now we are on Wednesdays to accommodate my baby appointments. So had an appointment yesterday, my first of like 2 weeks. So I go back on Friday for another non-stress test, doing more ultrasounds, more non-stress tests, things like that. Since I am over 35 years old and there are risks that come along with that. Everything's going beautifully. Everything was great yesterday, but just some extra monitoring from now until the baby arrives. So that's that. And that's why we are here on Wednesdays now. So we will see how this works. And I am going to flip through. I did not post pictures in the group last week. I forgot to take a picture. So at some point, probably not until this weekend, will I have time to go back to the last video and see which cards we pulled to go with our archetypes last week. I remember Strength coming up, but that's all that's in my brain. So I'm pulling our cards out for today. We have the Vision and the Gem. So I'm going to look for those, and then I'm going to go through and say hello. So Nancy let me know that the notification popped up, and so I will go back in a moment and start saying hello to all of you lovely people individually. I am looking for the Vision. I found one already. I came in here a couple minutes early to get ready, but then my computer needed the update for audio. So I figured that was an important one, and I had to do that before going live. And there we go. Okay. So still a very busy work week. Still have some dance things to do before I am back online. I'm not going in person anymore because of the current surge and the state of things and my already high-risk pregnancy. So I am back to teaching online now. So I will have my students online Saturday, and hopefully we'll finish the choreography for my show. That should be the last piece. And but prior to Saturday, I have some legwork to do to get ready for that. So wish me luck, because it's kind of a still just a very busy time. So let's go back and see who's here. Nancy is here. Happy Wednesday. Sipsip. I've had maybe one sip out in the other room, but let's take one together. Delicious. So the other thing is, with my schedule changes, tomorrow will be our new casual day. So you'll have me 2 days in a row now, Wednesdays for archetypes and Thursdays for casual, until I have baby. And then I will probably be disappearing for a while, as you might imagine. So, and I will be very sad about that. But just so you know, we're kind of I'm not due until like February 19th, thereabouts. But we're kind of closing in on that territory. So I should just start talking about that now. At some point, I just will be off the YouTube grid on camera anyway. So yeah, I have a couple fun things to show you tomorrow, but we won't get into that today. I just wanted to put that out there. Isabella's here. Won't be able to tag. I did see she was having some internet issues too. So we are so happy that you're here, and we hope your internet holds out for you. Gerald is here. Hello and happy Wednesday. Our lovely Maria is here. Indigo, hello. Thank you for hanging out. I think you've been here before because I recognize the name, but maybe I've seen you in other chats. So if it's your first time here, welcome, and thank you for hanging out with us today. Diane is here. Hello. Oh, Heather, is that? I just saw Gerald say Heather. Oh, and the chat jumped away from me. My goodness. Oh, Mel went live this morning? I don't know. Or maybe Isabel watched it back this morning. Okay. I've been running around with my head cut off, so I would have missed it anyway. But I think that's what's happening. Okay. All bots, please block you. Okay. People saying hello. Oh yeah, okay, so there's Heather. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so I think I got everyone. And let's go ahead and get started. So I'm distracted by the things I want to show you, but we'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to stay focused because, like I said, it is a really busy work day. I think I'm going to get caught up with like my day job work today. Just like the couple big things left that need kind of the nail in the coffin. It's going to happen today. So I'm geared up and ready to do that. But I'm distracted by the things I want to show. But it's archetypes time. A beautiful archetypes time. So the vision and the gem. This one goes first. So here is our beautiful vision card. So this is classed as one of the tools, right? We're in the tools section. You'll see that cute little crescent moon in there and the image of the mountain that she uses and then the cave within the mountain, right? And there's all these things like the ocean and the cave and the mountain, blah, blah, blah. So you'll see like a throwback to some of those other images used earlier in the deck, which we have recurring images anyway, right? Like the snake skin kind of thing, and this motif of hands coming together, all of that. So it's nice. It makes the deck really cohesive. Maria says, I love how the mountain card is in there. Yeah, it's really nice. This is really beautiful. So here we have the vision. Let's get into our book. Okay. Yes, and I only scheduled this morning. I usually try to do the night before, which still isn't a lot of heads up time, but so again, just thank you all for being here on this. You know, I know we switched it up and you're still here and short notice and everything, and I appreciate you. So for our vision, the dream, the imagined, the revealed. It is said that we are each born with a unique vision, a destiny toward which we are aimed. It is also said that we forget this vision the moment we are born. Thus, we are sent on a lifelong journey of rediscovery. Such is the elusive nature of the vision. It slips away, yet it guides. It appears in strange dreams and surreal images, seemingly unattainable and preposterous. When we are connected to the vision, we carry an inspired, enchanted aliveness that others recognize. We trust the world and its synchronicities. We walk through new doors into wondrous opportunities. We all want to be near those with vision. They emit energy more potent than any elixir. When we lose connection to the vision, life becomes dull and exhausting, lacking meaning. Bring back the mystery, bring back the dreams. You can gauge how connected you are to your vision by how tired you are. Since the vision feeds us energy, it affects our life force and vitality. Right, so I'm going to take that to mean like over an extended time, like we're all going to get tired. But if you feel like you are in a tired phase that you never kind of peak out of, right, then again, just my assumption. Look at art you loved when you were young. Listen to old records and poems. These are all ways to activate the vision. I love that. I love the past and I love recalling those little moments and all of that like good, juicy, nostalgic stuff. So, you know, some people say, you know, all we have is the present moment. And like, I get that concept, but we can use things to reinforce the present moment or to help us fully take advantage of the present moment. And in my opinion, looking back is one of those things. So just to put that out there, I am that kind of person. Lots of love for the mountains going on here. Okay, so then when light, potent imagination, synchronicity, trust. When dark, disconnected from art and dreams, listless, aimless. To go deeper, Twin Peaks by David Lynch and The Dream by Frida Kahlo. Okay, so Justin's here. Good morning. Okay, so there's our vision. And now for our gem, let's take a sip. Okay. The gem. This is one of my favorite cards. I feel like I say that a lot, but it's super beautiful. And we have sort of like the gem that we have on the front, but it's like it's multicolored instead of like the diamond. So then it sort of is also the back, but I mean, it's, you know, this beautiful color version of it in the black and white. And I just love it. Okay, so we have the diamond, the gold, the inner treasure. There are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, the talent, the gift, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definitive map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. Oh, look at Isabel, mined from the mountains and reflecting the colors in the vision. Oh, and Heather says, I love gems, especially opals. Opals are really beautiful. And I'm thinking about like when Isabel is talking about mining gems. My husband recently started playing, he played Zelda a long time ago, but he recently started playing Zelda Breath of the Wild on our Wii U. And it's like a thing we do. Like I have my own account too, and I'll go around and farm stuff sometimes, but that's kind of really all I get into right now. And you know how much time I have for this, but I do sit like at night, like he'll play before we all go upstairs to get ready for bed. And just the past few weeks, he has started this, and Link mines for gems around the mountains and stuff. So I've been thinking about that a lot anyway. Our Jamie is here. Good morning, Jamie. Sipsip. Jamie, I realized something after I messaged you the other day. Oh, see, this is jumping. Oh, Justin Mountains. Gerald is saying hi to Justin, but having some problems. Jamie, I figured out, I think, what a different thing you were saying about the dream the other day, by the way, and I keep forgetting to message you. I'm like, wow, I'm slow. But anyway, hopefully I'll remember to message you today. It's not a big deal. But oh, Justin says, I actually dreamed of a mountain 2 days ago and it sprung up a childhood memory. Isn't that awesome? See, when it opens up these things. I mean, I don't know if the memory was good or bad, but I just mean the power of that. Dreams and archetypes and stuff. I have to play that more. Got stuck on a baddie and gave up. Oh, Isabel is a Zelda person as well. We Link was on our like top 5 names for naming Max. Like his name was almost Link. It might have been in like the last 3. But anyway, so here they are together from Isabel's comment. I mean, I usually show them together anyway, but talking about mining from the mountain, which we see deep in the vision card. Boop. Right, so that's from the mountain card, and then we see those same colors reflected. So there's that. And my hair shedding out of my head. Oh, Justin says it was a serious dream. It was a very good memory of my mom, dad, sister, and I sledding. That's amazing. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Okay, so our margin notes. The moments of your life that glimmer are clues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon, or inner light, that leads us toward our true self, our purpose, our destiny. When light, unique, shining, generative, irreplaceable. When dark, envy, greed, grasping. To go deeper, Legend of the Crystal Skulls. That sounds interesting. And Leonard Cohen's Diamonds in the Mine. Legend of the Crystal Skulls. I have not forgotten about our reference sheets in the group. I have posted written text, and I think that's it, like books and written things. Someday that will happen. We'll see. Okay, so that's what we have for vision and gem. Let's take another sip before we draw some cards. We'll do transient light and Tokwitch Oracle again, which I have in this Kelly bag with the lantern on it. Sip, everyone. Okay. So I'll leave the cards out to take a picture since I didn't do that last time. Okay. So usually we just talk about an energy to work with, an energy that will help us. Yeah, Legend of the Crystal Skulls, Jonathan. I know, I was like, what is this? So if it's a book and I missed it, maybe it's a movie. I don't know. I'll have to check that out because it doesn't trigger that I had typed that in the one set of reference notes that I did post in the group. But I'll have to check it out. Okay, so I'm throwing cards. Let me just take a note. I don't think they were intentional. Just my nails are really long because like I'm in that final hormone push of this pregnancy, and like my nails grow really long anyway, but like they haven't like chipped or anything. Usually they would have started chipping like 2 weeks ago, like just right on the edge. So I'm just throwing cards because of my nails. Don't mind me. So this in particular one, Heather, this is from Kelly Bear, and her shop is Miss Honey Bear, like Bare, which her name is like Bear, and then her Etsy is Miss Honey Bear, like that. So I believe, so she kind of goes based on like how COVID stuff is going around where she lives, whether or not she goes to the post office to ship these things. But I think she, she took a break over the holidays, and now I would keep an eye out. If you have Instagram, she will post the pouches that she's making there. Also, which I still need to look more into and make some decisions, Deanne at Wood Thrush Cottage has collaborated with Regina Tarot to make some tarot bags that have like a tarot clutch. They're calling it something in particular, and I can't think. But then with some of Regina's like wire crafting as like the charm. So that's another thing to check out. Yes, on Etsy, Miss Honey Bear on Etsy. Yep, perfect. So for our tarot cards, for the vision and the gem, I'll draw these together and we're basically asking for the best energies to consider to work with the energy of the vision and the gem. And then we use an oracle, and so far we've been using Zane Hughes of Tarot Token Witchery. We've been using the Tokwitch Oracle for our sort of like result card. Like if we follow the advice of the energy offered up in the tarot card, then what would happen? And then we use our oracle. So at the beginning of this archetype series, we were not drawing cards because I just didn't really think about it. But then one day I just thought, why am I not drawing cards to go through these? Because that's what I do with this deck, is that I add cards to it to kind of talk and walk through it. So I thought, why don't I do that? These nails are out of control, y'all. I thought, why don't I do that with the group? Hi, Orshi. I see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. So, energy to work with the vision and the gem. Beautiful. So we have 4 of coins. Now this is interesting. So this tarot deck I'm using is Transient Light by Ari Wisner. It's one of my favorites. I probably say that about every deck, but it really is. And look at that little bag. So that reminds me of like mining the mountain. I know this is the vision and not the gem, so I'm going to have to like reorient myself in the vision card. But that reminds me of like finding the little gems. Okay. So 4 of coins here with the vision. So I do like, we tend to find a lot of like synchronicity in the images of the cards and stuff too. So, and this is, you know, not super stunning like some of the card pairs that we draw, but what I'm thinking about is this like enclosed, like if we're honing in on the vision within this little oval space, and then we have like this little enclosed space here too, right? Sort of containers, that this one is held by these grasping hands and this one is held by this bag. So that's just one thing I notice, the feeling of it, that containment. Jamie, thank you so much for posting Kelly's link. So this link here is to Kelly's shop, and she does make and sell jewelry and like pins and brooches and stuff like that I also have. I just haven't worn them in a while because I have a little squirrel's nest around me in here once again. So there we have it. So the vision, and tying the vision to the 4 coins, I'm really taking a different, like the non-traditional meaning of the 4 coins here, because this is really reminding me of like being a kid and collecting things and putting them in a little bag. So this is what's coming up for me. Remembering, you know, Kim Kranz was saying in the book, listening to old music, reading old books, looking at art that you loved when you were a child, like all of that sort of thing. So I'm taking this 4 coins, and it works with the depiction we have here, that it's about kind of like collecting those memories and then using that to re-inspire and remember your vision. So that's what I'm doing with that one. And another reason I love the Transient Light, because it's not the typical depiction, and I just love that. Okay, when it opens it up to be things that fall in alignment with what I like. So whatever. So then this one is great. So we have gem and 8 of vessels, which would be like 8 of cups typically. So I wonder if it says, so this reminds me of like the Japanese art form where the gold is used to repair the broken pottery. Kitsanyu or something. I might be just totally making that up. But anyway, I'll look to see if it actually says in the book or if this is not that and it's just showing. But like, what's the Lenormand that uses that? The Aurum has the gold in it and it's based on that concept. So here I'm remembering how in the book, Kim Cranes is talking about the gem is like a fingerprint. It's unique to each of us. And this vessel to me looks very much like a gem, right? And it has the 8 pieces and it's quote unquote unfinished, but that's the deal with the 8 of Cups, right? Like you are walking away from the thing that's unfinished or accepting the thing as complete, even though it's not the sense of complete you thought it would be at the beginning. That this is done how it is, how it stands. That's what is coming to mind. What's also coming to mind is that this gem like fills that spot, right? And the gem goes to the middle of this thing, to the core. So these are just my ideas. If you have other things to add, please feel free to. But I really like Kintsugi. Yeah, see, I made up some vowels. Thank you, Jamie. Okay, so then oracles for, and is that what I already put in this book? Either vessels, or am I just making that up? Vessels. I love the vessels too. I just love this deck. I love the 4 of Pence and 8 of Vessels pairings, nice interpretations. Oh, thank you. Yeah, those are nice, right? I liked how those work together. You could also use the gem to complete it in a different way. Yes, absolutely. Yep. Oh, it is. The Japanese art of Kintsugi, just like Jamie said, embraces the beauty of an object's cracks. So even though it wasn't gold in the card, it was coming through that way to me. So I'm glad that that was the intention. 8 Vessels is about disappointment. Things don't always live up to expectation. Don't gaze too long at the missing part, right? And Kim Crane says, don't seek the gem, really, right? Don't seek the radiance. You're looking to dig through all the other stuff. Shift your eyes to the full picture. See how well this works out? Dismissing this vessel for its imperfection denies its charm and history. And right, and we know that there's a gem there, even if we can't see it. There's often more to a person that meets the eye. You guys, it says a hidden gem in the broken pot. I'm not kidding. Okay. I'm not kidding. This happens every time. We don't even read the book usually. Maybe I should start because it's going to like show us even more synchronicity. There's often more to a person that meets the eye, a hidden gem in the broken pot. Okay. This is crazy, right? This might be the craziest archetypes synchronicity moment we've had. And we have one like every week. Oh, I need a sip. Like, honestly, Ari Wisner is so sweet too. And I do apologize. He had a name change. I don't know if he's he or they. So I apologize for that. But Ari Wisner is a very sweet person and has watched the flip through we did of this during live. And they really loved all of the comments that people were making and like things I was showing on the screen, everything like that. So I actually might send this along with like a timestamp because this is crazy. Except for I don't know what time it is right now. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Oh yeah, 29:50. It's up there. Okay. Isabel says you should post that on Ari's Instagram. They'll love it. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Isabel's so smart. Okay. Like, I can't get over that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what Zane's deck has for us. Zane's been coming through as well with the amazingness. But for me, just me and my belief paradigm, everything is spirit guided. And so when I draw things that come up and match like that or work together or whatever, those are my people guiding my hand. So that's a really cool thing too. Okay, so a hidden gem in the broken pot. What? Oh, Zany, what's up? That one flipped itself around. That was kind of weird. But we'll see if it comes up. Okay. So resulting energies, if we follow the advice of the tarot cards here for the vision and the gem. Oh, it's way up here. Oh. Okay, so we got the Generations card. Oh, thank you for this information. He, they on Ari's page. Okay, and this is another question I have. When people have it as he, like he, him, they, or she, her, they, does that mean that they don't mind? Because, okay, it kind of must, right? There's only so much that could mean. So does that just mean that they don't mind if I say they? Right? Because then I'm wondering, should I have on mine, instead of she, her, should I have she, they? Because like, I don't care if someone uses the non-binary. Do you know what I'm saying? I keep meaning to ask people about that. Anyway, so the Generations card had come up a couple iterations ago. And that's what we have for the vision. And that goes along nicely with recalling the past, right? Generations, and thinking about Justin's dream and, that it was a family memory that came up. And now we have the Generations card here because a lot of what we have going on when we're little is our family, right? So there we go. We have the Generations card. It all just kind of comes full circle. Vision, 4 coins, kind of collecting those memories is what I'm reading that 4 coins as in this case, and generations. And that's the reason I have one of the many beautiful reasons I have many beautiful different tarot decks is because I will read, I don't totally disregard the typical meaning, but in this case, I sort of am like I don't disregard it in that I do still think about it, but then I'm saying, you know what, in this case, I'm going with collecting memories. So just another reason why, because I'm like, oh, I'm drawn to this deck right now, and this is how we're going to read it. So vision, 4 coins, and generations. Anyway, amazing. Love that little collection. Thank you so much, Heather, for hanging out. It was really nice to have you here with us. I always think of Kathy Fassett when I see that sweater on that card. I know it's coming up. I don't know who that person is, or I'm assuming that's a person. I don't know. But yeah, that Generations card we've had just a few weeks ago. So then our last one for the gem and 8 vessels is the Lover's card in Zane's deck. So Lover's Oracle card, yeah? So here, I do love the colored socks, and like the rest of it isn't quite black and white, but it's like all earth tones. And then we have those pops of color in the socks. And so that looks to me a bit like our gem in the black and white. So this Lover's Oracle card makes me think of connection and support, and I love that they're back to back. That's a thing that we do in modern dance sometimes during our warm-ups is we sit back to back with someone and we start breathing together, and then we go into like a partnered like improv. And so to me, this is really about like connection And which is interesting when we're thinking about the individualistic aspect of finding like our own gem, right? So what I take from this is that, you know, be there and support the person, have this connection, and the back to back is like support to me. But you're still going to be individual, right? You're still going to have your own fingerprint. And so it kind of goes into that whole thing about relationships, and that, you know, two whole people create a whole relationship, right? Like, it, it's not like half a person and half a person makes a full, like makes a couple, right? That individualistic aspect is there, like searching for your own gem, is still there, but there's that connection and support. So that's how I feel about that little mix. Yes, and the socks match the colors of the gem too. So that's how I'm reading that. Another little nod to remember, you know, I don't want to say seek your own gem, because Kim's like, well, don't really seek it, but you know what I mean? Going through those steps and digging through there, and not just being drawn to radiance that is easily accessible, right? It's not about seeing the thing and lusting after it. It's about going for the gem that's really meant to be yours. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. Or she says, I love the lovers coming out since it's 2022. Yes. Okay. So let me take a picture while I'm thinking about it. So I only have to dig out one set this weekend. I might be able to do it before, but just, I don't know, work is going to be crazy today and tomorrow, because then I'm off again Friday for the next appointment. So we're in that home stretch, and things are getting real, kids. Things are getting real. Okay, so do I have room to take a photo without a shadow of my hand? Not quite. We can deal with a little shadow. I can clip that out. Boop. Okay. Diane says, I thought of you watching the modern dance in the PBS movie The Chaperone. Oh, I am not familiar with that, but happy to be thought about. I need that good dance energy coming up for my finishing up this project this weekend. I have 2 hours with them. I should be able to do it. Did I take that in order? Yes, I did. Okay, perfect. So our second picture here, so I don't lose it. 4 coins. Oh, okay. Boop. Good enough. Oh, Diana's making a prediction. I have a feeling, or she's going to find love in 2022. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, let's put our cards back together so I don't have a multifaceted mess in here. Got to keep the decks together. Zany archetypes. So, kids. Oh, here's Gerald. Yes, Diane, Cafe Facet sweaters are amazing. Oh, she says that's one of us. It could happen, or she put it out there. This goes in here. I almost did that wrong. Okay. Book for the transient lights. Oh, Gerald says, as are his fabrics and quilt designs. Oh, see, I wondered if it was male or female, because Max calls our friend Kathy. Like, he can say her name now, but when he was a baby, he called her Kathy, and he just still kind of calls her Kathy. So anyway. Oh, knitting references. Look at these little tarot subcultures. Love it. Sipsip. Okay. So cards are going back in. I think we might call it a little early, because I have so much going on, and we had a nice little conversation and card pull, and I don't know. I think I might call it a day. Does anyone have anything they'd like to share? It's Wednesday, so it's not Jonathan Daily Day anymore when I do this. So now who do I shout out on a Wednesday? Usually Becca. Other things happening today? I don't know. Do you have things to share? Gerald's a wild card. There could be something going on there. I don't know. Sipsip. Jamie says, nice start to the day. Thank you. Or she was happy to catch us. Yeah, so I guess check your subs. Oh, Becca moved her live to the weekend. Okay, I haven't been able to do a Wednesday in a while because of work, so I'm out of the loop. And then I couldn't do the weekends because it was holidays and everything. So, okay, thank you for that info, Orshi and Isabel. So yeah, just check your subs and check your bells and make sure you have everything turned on so we can all catch each other again in the next live. Thank you all so much for this. I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Casual Thursday, and I will show you some fun little things, okay? Thank you all so much for being here and hanging out with me, and let's go be productive or relaxed or whatever your vibe is for today. Best of luck with your vibe. I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Bye.